Right here.
Run on the church and look over on where
Brethren, welcome to our weekly protest here at Woodvale in support of the Ligonier lodges and bands and their rightful cause to return home from their 12th parade. We welcome back today as our main speaker the Deputy Grand Master, Alistair Smith.
Brother Chairman, officers of Belfast County, officers and brethren of the Ligonier lodges, visiting brethren, Protestants, Unionists and Loyalist people of North Belfast. It is a privilege to be with you again this afternoon and to join with you in your principal stand here on the Woodvale Road, which also continues on, of course, a nightly basis at Tweddell Avenue as well. Once again, I bring you fraternal greetings from my own private lodge, Ballerina Faith Defenders LOL 984, from the Lima Valley District number 6, from the County of Londonderry, and from the Grand Orange Lodge of Ireland. Your constant presence here on day 407 and the second year of this continuing peaceful and steadfast protest is testament to the determination and fortitude of yourselves in the first instance, because it is yourselves who have maintained this vigil over these days and months, and also of the support of the wider Orange family as well. But conversely, This demonstration and our presence here today also exposes the bigotry and the narrow-mindedness of Republicans and nationalists, and shows how little store they set by any notion of shared space in our capital city. And once again we must ask, why can these three lodges not complete their 12th parade in a safe and dignified manner up the main arterial route of the Crumlin Road to Ligoneel Orange Hall? The truth is, Republican opposition to this parade is not about our music, it is not about the numbers on parade, it is not about timing, nor is it about our bands or supporters. Rather, it is about intolerance. It's about hatred of all things British. It's also, of course, about internal Republican politics as well. But of course, brethren and friends, history shows us that not much has changed. Because I was just taking a look at the image on the banner of the banner from Ballykeel here this afternoon. And what do you see displayed in that banner? You see displayed the burning of our Protestant forefathers Latimer and Ridley. That's what you see there from history. And therefore I suggest to you that the kind of thing that we today are facing just shows that nothing much has changed. They can't stand those who stand for Protestantism, and they can't stand for those who stand for all things Unionist and British here today. All of which, of course, has been aided and abetted by a weak and now even more discredited Parades Commission. The same unelected Quango which continues to block this traditional procession on a weekly basis. That same Quango last night, Friday night, placed new and unnecessary and severe restrictions on an invitational band parade in Rasharkin. And there is a palpable and justifiable sense of anger within the Protestant and Unionist community over this decision and many others. And of course, this is only heightened by the fact that Republicans in recent times can brazenly and openly glorify terrorism in County Fermanagh and parade through Kilkeel, hurling insults at Protestant bystanders, with little or no evidence gathering by the police, nor yet any regulation by the Parades Commission. Once again, in all of these places, as well as here, we say what double standards. Once again, it is evident that there is one rule for Unionists and Loyalists, but a quite different rule for Republicans. It is against such a context and such a background that I would once again like to pay a well-deserved tribute to the County Grand Orange Lodge of Belfast and their leading officers, and to the Ligoneel Lodges for their management of the situation on the ground of the 12th of July. And we also want to thank all those in the wider community as well who cooperated with them and with the Orange leadership in this part of the city. That day, as you know, passed off entirely peacefully as Orange men and bands quite rightly vented their anger through dignified and lawful protests, not only here on the Woodvale Road, but across the province, the entire Orange fraternity stood in solidarity with you and with your just cause. It is clear that the various strands of unionism have come together and have galvanized against this iniquitous and immoral situation. We as an institution very much welcome the unity of purpose within political unionism on this matter. And today, I would urge the Secretary of State to act swiftly and decisively over the proposal by our unionist leaders for a commission of inquiry into parading in North Belfast. Some of our critics have falsely accused the brethren here in this part of Belfast, have accused them of not engaging quickly enough or consistently enough in talks with their opponents. Well, Secretary of State, the ball is now in your court to do something swiftly. So we say to you, Secretary of State, don't sit on your hands in your ivory tower for another year. Time is of the essence. The Parades Commission is not working. Its decisions are further eroding community relations and souring community relations. The legislation needs to be replaced. Ms. Villiers, you must grasp the nettle and begin putting right what is very clearly wrong. We have heard much over this summer about the graduated response. Let me be quite clear. We as an Orange institution continue to liaise with our unionist leaders in our ongoing campaign to make Northern Ireland a better place by changing the regulatory system for parades. It is a vital part of this campaign that the broad coalition which has been formed moves forward together. But of course, it must move. Things mustn't just come to a kind of a standstill. It must move forward. There will always be those who will try to divide this Unionist and Orange coalition. But it is the strong opinion of the Orange institution that unity of purpose built around this issue is fundamental to a successful outcome. Needless to say, this will not be resolved overnight and will undoubtedly be a lengthy process. But one should not be in any doubt that there will be a determined response to the present situation. In the meantime, the Grand Orange Lodge would strongly encourage private lodges throughout the jurisdiction, private lodges, to demonstrate their support by attending the ongoing peaceful protests here at Woodvale and Twadell, as well as at Drumcree. Because of course our brethren in the Portadown district have for the past 15 years, each Lord's Day, they too have been expressing their opposition to the restrictions that have been put on them as well. So, may I say, it's good to see the brethren from Ballykeil here this afternoon. Brethren, we thank you for coming and bringing your lodge and your banner with you, and I'm sure you want to show your appreciation for their presence with you here today. I'm not quite sure, are the lamb beggars from Ballykeil too, or are they from somewhere else?
Marlow.
Very good. Well, give them a warm round of applause. The Grand Secretary has sent out invitations to the Secretary of each private lodge, encouraging others to show up here at Woodvale Road and Twadell Avenue as well. And I just want to take this opportunity for anybody who might either be listening to me now or who may watch me on YouTube later, or by whatever means my voice may be heard by others. I want to say to brethren and lodges elsewhere throughout the jurisdiction, you too show up. You too put boots on the ground. I recognise the fact that the brethren here and the members of the wider community here have been maintaining this protest for the past year and more now. And I recognise the fact that you need support. And therefore I'm saying to others, in a sense, put your money where your mouth is. Put your bodies where they need to be seen and heard, and come and support the brethren here, the brethren at Drumcree, and indeed brethren anywhere who are under pressure at this present time. It is evident that opposition to the Parade's Commission has unified Orangism, Unionism and Loyalism in a way that it has not been united for some time. And such unity must be maintained and built upon in the days to come, if civil and religious liberty is to once again prevail here in North Belfast, in Portadown and elsewhere. We are undoubtedly stronger together than apart. So, brethren and friends, I want to pay tribute in closing to all of you for your perseverance, your persistence, your resolution in maintaining this protest. And also to the ladies and all the other folk who maintain the civil rights camp at Cladell Avenue as well. We salute your efforts and your persistence, and I trust that one day your devotion to maintain your tradition, spanning generations, will be rewarded. God bless you all. Let them home.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen.
God save